Hey ladies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Misha, and here on this channel we make self-development, self-awareness videos so that we can provide you with the tools to help you to become the best version of yourself. With the new year being around the corner, I know that this is about the time typically when we start making our new year reservations and we start making a list of all of the things we want to accomplish for the new year. But typically what happens is when the new year starts, we start off strong, motivated, doing the things that we said that we were going to do. And then within 3 to 6 months, we tend to trail off and fall off. And next thing you know, we haven't accomplished anything. And then when December comes around and we do our reflection, we're feeling down because it's like, not again, another year then passed and I was not able to stay consistent with my goals. So on this channel, I want to make sure that, I take all of the things that I have learned that has helped me be consistent with, for me, it was working out, eating better. But for you, it may be something else. But regardless of the fact, you can take the tools that I provide on this channel and apply it to any part to help you along with your journey. So for this video, I want to talk about going into, kind of like an isolation time, because I know that there was plenty of times, even now, like I feel like I'm in my time where I just want to be secluded so that I can really focus on myself. Like if it's not incongruent with the journey that I'm on, if it's not aligning with my goals and it's not getting me to a step closer to being the best version of myself, I just don't want to partake in that, because I am so focused and I have no room to be distracted, because there is things that I need to accomplish that I know I'm going to accomplish, and I just don't need the distraction. I am looking at my paper, so I do apologize if I keep looking down, but it just helped me be on track, because I like to talk and I would get distracted real fast and just start rumbling along. So one of the things that, the reason why we do want to, go into isolation and just start focusing on ourselves is very important, because you want to get rid of the chatter, right? You have a vision, and cliche, some of you probably haven't heard this, but there's a saying that says that the reason why it's called your vision and other people don't understand it is because God gave the vision to you and he didn't give it to them. So if you feel like you have a goal that you want to reach or a vision that you are trying to bring into fruition, there's certain things that you're going to have to do to get there. There's certain things that you can't do any longer to get there. There's certain habits. You're going to have to become a different person in order to receive something different. You're gonna have to be someone different, right? You're not gonna be the same person. So sometimes, people, let's just be real, they feel like they know what's best for you. I get that a lot. Oh gosh, and you're trying to get somewhere, but people all in your ear like, oh no, you should do this, maybe you should take this job. Maybe for you, you're feeling like this job that you're at is no longer serving you, and you feel like you're ready to move on to a different job, in a different position, but it may make a certain amount of money, and people are telling you like, are you crazy? Why would you quit that job? Like, you have it good there, but you have to live this life, and you know that you don't want to be there no more. You're not happy there anymore. Or you may be stuck in a relationship and you want to get out of it. Whatever it is that you want to do, people around you is going to have their input, and they're going to be in your ear trying to tell you what to do. And sometimes that can come, it can get frustrating, because you want to trust your intuition. You feel it deep inside what you need to do. You've been, you have this vision, what you need to do, but sometimes when people are in your ear, it can kind of like distract you and cause like confusion and unnecessary, thoughts and things like that. And then next thing you know, like you don't know, it kind of prevents you from trusting yourself. So sometimes you need to just get rid of people, or even if it's just a short period of time, just to get your thoughts in order so that you can really hone into your goals and really see what it is that you need to do. You're going to be going through healing right? You're going to be really getting to the reprogramming of the subconscious mind. And it's not just, oh, I'm just reprogramming my mind. No, you're going to be doing a lot of self-healing as well. And that can be very uncomfortable. It can be very uncomfortable. Some people may not understand, the things that you're going through as well. So it's just best if you just be, kind of like by yourself. Another thing is, this is the time that you're going to be getting to know yourself. So again, this is the time where you're going to want to be focused and separate yourself so that you really can know who you are, the things that you actually like, you know what I mean? Like the things that, what makes you you, and, just to get to that next level, to evolve into that person that you want to be. So you need to be by yourself, alone, to your thoughts, so that you can get clear on who you are as a person, right? And then especially like for me, like I will consider myself a people pleaser, and I would get caught, I just want to help people. I'm a people pleaser. I know this about me. I'm working on it. And half the time, you get distracted and caught up in other people's situations and stuff because you want to help people coming to you for advice and things like this. But if you know that's you, and you know that you have that people pleasing tendency where you put everyone before you, no, go into isolation, stop talking to people for a minute, kind of like, just if it's not in alignment with your goals, don't even entertain them. If they don't understand, I'm sorry, they have to go. But you have to do what's best for you, because you don't want to keep looking back year after year and you're not accomplishing your goals because you was too busy helping somebody else with their goals. And there was my friend, she said something very profound to me it was the time when I was like really focused on the things that I wanted to focus on, right? And she told me, because I was like, why is people acting like, I'm a bad person because for the first time I want to work on myself. And she was like, Misha, she was like, everybody's just trying to survive. And that kind of like, it really stuck out to me, because I was like, no, she is so right. Like, people are just trying to survive. Like, they're going to do what's best for them. So why not do what's best for you? And what's best for you, maybe separating yourself for those people, like, and so you can get disciplined enough to, like, okay, for instance, I have friends who, when I first started my journey, like, we used to always go out to eat, go to restaurants, drink and stuff like that. And that was our thing. Like, they didn't care. They were not trying to work, none of that. They didn't care about working out. They didn't care about none of that. They just, like, and they have said it to me. Like, there's been times where they're like, listen, I'm not on that. Like, I don't really care about that right now. Like, I'm having fun, or I'm getting money. Like, I'm not worried about my health. They have said it just like that, which is fine. Everybody have their own, journey, their own goals. Everybody on their own path, like, but you have to just know, like, you on yours as well. So I knew that if I continue to hang around those people, at the time I was not disciplined enough, you know what I mean? So it was gonna be more of a temptation for me. So I was just like, you know what, I'm at a time where I'm like, I'm cooking my meals. I need to know exactly what's in my food, you know what I mean? Like, exactly what ingredients are in my food, so I can, stay on the right path and things like that. So I was just like, you know what, I can no longer, unfortunately, hang out with those people. Like, it is what it is. And it was not in a negative way or looking down like, I don't want to hang out with you. You just want to eat. Like, it was none of that. It was like all love, but it was just me separating myself and, knowing that I can't spend as much time with those people anymore, because I am trying to keep my weight in order, get healthy, stay healthy and things like that. And I don't need to be distracted. I don't need to be tempted right now until I can get that discipline, because it's not their fault, It's not their fault. You have to get disciplined. I have to get disciplined so that I can go around certain people and be around certain environments and still stay focus on my goals and don't let that deter me off of my goals and my vision. People are not going to understand. They're going to think that you're acting funny. I've been told I was a hater. You just don't want to hang out with me because you're a hater. And I'm like, wow. Wow. But it is what it is. Like I said, the process of this whole, when you're getting your stuff together and you're evolving into the best version of you, it is an uncomfortable process. And I think that this is why people give up when it gets hard, it gets lonely, it gets frustrating, you feel all of these emotions, you don't want to deal with it. Sometimes we run back into what's comfortable. But you have to understand, yes, some people are going to think that you are acting funny, but guess what? You got to keep your eyes on the prize and understand that you're not acting funny. Sorry about that. I live by a freeway. I don't know if you heard that. But you don't know, people are going to think that you're acting funny, and, you just got to let it be what it is, because it's not time to play. Like, you got things to do, and we're not playing no more. Like, I feel like, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I feel like also like this year is not even just because it's a new year. Like, I already started on my path, on my journey, but I just feel like I owe this to myself. Like, it's personal. You get what I'm saying? Like, it has nothing to do with anybody else. This is truly just me, like, getting on my stuff, staying on my stuff, and pouring into myself, and for the first time, just really just taking care of myself. And people just have to understand that. But another thing, like, to look out for when you are, like, spending more time with yourself to do the healing and work on your subconscious mind, there's gonna be a lot of things a lot of emotions, a lot of negative thoughts. Everything is gonna start coming to the surface. Like, things that you buried down deep inside your subconscious, unconsciously, is gonna start to come to the surface, and you're gonna be like, whoa, like, where did that come from? Like, why now? Like, why am I thinking about this now? You know what I mean? I remember in 2019 when I first went through this, and I was like, spending more time with myself, not talking to people, like, really, like, trying to heal, because I was just tired of being sad. I was tired of being depressed. I was just tired of being tired, like, and oh my gosh, like, there was a lot of old thoughts and things, like, started to resurface, and I was just like, what is that? And if it wasn't for, books and podcasts and, the internet where you can research, and groups where you can go and talk to other people who are going through the same thing that you're going through, if it wasn't for that, I for sure would have been like, F this, because it was really, really an uncomfortable time for me. Like, now I'm back on that, you know what I mean? Where I'm just like, okay, Misha, certain people, you gotta stop, because in this, I don't know if you guys experience this, but you have to stop messing with certain people. And when you do cut them off, it seems like blessings start pouring in on top of blessings. Your money looking right, everything going good. But then when you start, like, okay, it's been months, like, you're like, okay, well, maybe I can start talking to this person again, or you start answering text messages, like replying to phone calls, it just seemed like before you know it, you're back on the same BS. Like, you're not doing the things that you said you were going to do. You're distracted, and you look back, and you're just back to your old ways, back to your old habits. And that should be a sign to let you know, like, that person is not meant to be in your life. Maybe for a lifetime they're not supposed to be, or maybe just for this specific season while you're getting your stuff together. But either way it goes, listen and follow your heart. Listen to your intuition, because your intuition is not going to steer you wrong. If it's telling you to let that person go, if it's telling you to stop hanging out with these certain people, if it's telling you to get out of those environments, listen to it. Do not ignore your intuition. It is okay. You're not by yourself. Like, I feel like I know for a fact, like, I feel like God is always with me and guiding me, like, and stay prayed up during this time. Stay prayed up, but it's definitely gonna be worth it. So don't take it offensive when people start thinking that you're acting funny. You know your heart. You know you're not acting funny, but you also know that you got stuff that you got to do for you. So you can't be playing around. You can't be doing the things I used to do, you know. And sometimes people, and also people, when you're changing and you're evolving, because I don't want to use trying, because we're evolving and we're changing. When you're evolving and you're, you know, walking into your purpose, people, I remember, like, because, like, I used to be, like, with the negativity, and now it's just because, like, I understand, like, the power of the mind. I understand all of that, and now it's like I'm, like, always being positive, and it's not fake, right? I'm making a choice to be positive. And I remember a friend of mine was like, I liked it better when you was not this positive person. And it's like, wow, like, really said that. And I was just like, wow, well, I don't know what to tell you, because yeah, I'm not going back to that. Like, I'm no longer that person. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You better get used to it. But I don't even be around that person anymore, because it was just other things. But I'm telling you, like, it gets real. Like, and then also, I also think that is because a lot of people, you know, people need company. Like, when you start elevating and you start changing and they're not on that hype, they're gonna want you to stay with them. Like, no, please don't change. Like, be like me, stay with me. Because people are scared of being left behind, and it's a human nature thing, like, you know. But you have things to do. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm gonna keep saying it. Like, you have things to do. You have to focus on yourself so that you won't look back another year and be like, what the hell did I do? You know? So I have more videos like this coming up. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Oh, and leave a comment below and let me know your story. Like, if you already started, like, cutting people off, how do you feel? Like, what are the reactions that you got from that, are getting, you know? Are some people mad, or, you know, do people understand in your group? Because if you got people who understand, you're lucky and you're blessed. Keep those people in your corner, because I'm telling you, people like that are rare. Everybody is so caught up in their own head and their own things, and they want what's best for them. And like my friend said, like, people are just trying to survive. So make sure, hey, they got nothing to do with you. You got to do what's best for you. Again, I do feel like as long as you're working on yourself, pouring into yourself, and becoming the best version of yourself, you can never lose. You're going to always win. Just keep that in mind. As long as you're working on yourself, you can never lose. You're going to always win. Thank you for watching me. Stay tuned for the next video. Bye.